This episode of The Talking Dads is brought to you by Little Scholars Early Learning Center. Whether your family needs infant care, a preschool program, or before and after school care, Little Scholars' highly rated Step Up to Quality programs provide quality early childhood education at an affordable price. Visit www.littlescholars.net to get in contact with an enrollment specialist and schedule a tour of any of their 5 Lake County campuses. Here's the deal. Talking Dads fans are getting a little bonus right now. Mention that you heard about Little Scholars through our podcast when you tour and receive $25 off your registration fee.
All right. And I could definitely vouch for Little Scholars. I have a son that goes there. He loves it. He's happy every day to go to school. I got to say, it's a great place. Check it out. At least come take a tour.
Again, that's Little Scholars Early Learning Center, where children learn, play, and grow together.
In a world where moms continue to dominate parenting authority and a father's role is minimized in society, 2 dads take on the toughest parenting topics on a weekly basis, all while drinking bourbon. They are the Talking Dads.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Talking Dads. We are at episode number 22. Got that deuce.
Sir.
As always, I'm Ian. Over here we have Steve. We are The Talking Dads. And tonight our guest is Mr. Doug Sherman.
Hello. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, let's just get him in now.
Sherman.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Damn it.
All right. And
All right, we got that out of the
done.
way. We got it out of the way. Before we get started, we are drinking tonight Woodford Reserve Select American Oak. I have not seen this yet. This is out of the Masters collection. I know this bottle, or the same style of bottle, they have their batch proof that I've seen before.
Okay. You have it?
No, I've never been able to buy it. I've seen pictures of it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm super excited, and this is brought to you by your friends at OsteoStrong, and I'm not going to try to tell you guys about what they do, but look them up at
Check it out.
OsteoStrong. What is it? What? Oh, .me. OsteoStrong.me.
Check it
Thanks,
out.
Billy. So check that out, and we're going to pour this. While I'm doing that, Doug, go ahead and Steve, you want to get that?
Get that open. I get the.
Doug, why don't you give us your dad profile? Tell us a little bit about who you are, your family, and we'll get going on that.
All right. Well, my wife, Erin McCoy, now Sherman. We got married. We're going to be married for 10 years come this December.
Nice, congrats.
So we got our 10th anniversary coming up. We have 2 boys that are 7. Unless you ask them, then they're 7.5. You got to make sure and have that half.
Right. That's important.
Their birthday is in November, so they're going to be turning 8 soon.
Twins, nice.
Yeah, and we finally got over that hump of where they can actually take care of themselves.
Right.
So now it's more policing them and having to.
It doesn't happen until 7.
No.
No, it's before that. It's before that.
But I
Thanks
tell
for
you,
that.
what, having a couple of newborns in the house is rough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't imagine. We have friends with twins. I guess if they're your first, you don't know any better.
Right, and that's what everyone would say is like,
But
well, you never had one.
I
so.
can't imagine. I mean, one was life changing enough.
Oh God, 2. I can't even imagine. So were they both like on the same sleep schedule? Did everything? Or was like one good, the other not?
We were pretty lucky in that aspect that we were able to like kind of coerce them into having the same schedule.
Yeah.
And once we got them there, they kind of stayed there.
That's
So
awesome.
There was a little bit of sleep going on at night.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Hey, a little bit's good.
Yeah.
take it,
a
right?
little bit. Take a little bit. So that's cool. So married 10 years now, and 2 boys, 7.5.
7.5. Get the half.
And don't forget the half.
That's insane. So, I guess like a little bit about what they're into. That's not too far along from where our oldest boys are. So I'm interested. I'm always interested in trying to look into the future a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard to say because they're complete opposites as well.
Are they?
Like I got one that really loves sports. The other one, the only sport he likes is baseball because you don't have to run a lot in it.
I respect that.
That's why I like baseball.
He's more into playing
So
with
he's the smart one.
Legos and, right.
He's already got it figured out.
It's like that's when I played football. I was on the line. So
right.
there's no chasing balls. You just
Right.
have to keep him away.
Yeah,
Yep, a lot of pushing.
that's cool. So one's really into sports. The other one's more into like Legos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
creative.
cool.
He's super creative. If you leave him alone, like with his Legos, like he'll create. Like I swear he's going to be a movie director.
Yeah?
because he'll create a whole scene and he'll have like battles and. I mean,
That's
we
cool.
got a
That's
little.
awesome.
It's like a little miniature Michael Bay going on.
Did you put him on YouTube yet, or what?
No, I should.
Start putting it
Where
together.
kids are making the money, man.
That's right.
That's true. That is very true.
I mean, we're not, but
But the kids are. Those types of videos.
yeah,
Or their parents
absolutely.
are. So yeah, like that Ryan kid, right?
Yeah. Kid made like $22 million last year
Oh my gosh.
making YouTube videos. My kid's
Wow.
obsessed with them.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, you
insane.
see those things on YouTube. My niece, who's 8 now, I don't know if she still does it, but she used to watch these YouTube videos, and it was literally kids opening up, Toys.
Unboxing.
but not even just that though. It's like it would be like a bunch of Easter eggs, like the little plastic ones.
Yeah.
And it would be the kid opening them up and seeing what's inside of them. And there was just millions of subscribers. Like just the dumbest
insane.
videos. I'm like, if we could just
Yeah.
make these things at home.
All those, the ones that have that, they just got in at the right time when they were the only ones doing videos that were aimed towards kids.
But these types of videos, there's a playlist. So they watch these videos, and then it's just one after another. Just random shit.
Oh yeah. Well, my
Millions and millions of views. I'm like, man.
Yeah, my boys get down that rabbit hole, and this is even on just on Amazon, not even YouTube, where they watch people play like Minecraft and
Yep.
Roblox.
Yeah.
And it's just like a constant cycle. Eventually, I'm like, boys, please, something else.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
so
I mean,
sick of
well,
those.
you'll start to. I mean, if you pay attention to it enough, you'll see like these trends and what kids are doing and everything. Like, I think it's died down a little bit, but for the last couple years, like this slime thing, and you know about slime, like your kids make slime.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Ooblex stuff, or just like,
Well, there's just like there's like home recipes for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
baking soda and glue and whatever, and you make this slime stuff.
And it gets in the carpet and it never comes out. Right.
Had that happen.
not only that, your carpet,
On
and then your
my
fireplace.
fireplace hearth, like, dude, it, like stone hearth, and it like left a stain.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
It like absorbed it, and it's just this stain.
still pissed
The
about that.
sandstone sucked it in. No.
That was,
Stay away from the slime. That
that
shit's
was last
dangerous.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that stuff happened, and just the amount of dollars that come out of that stuff. I read that in 2018 there was. Don't quote me on this,
I'm quoting you.
but
Too late.
there was like
down.
15 kids under the age of 11 that made at least $1 million selling slime on Instagram.
Oh, my gosh.
It's insane,
For something you can make at home.
right? And that's all they're
Anybody
doing. They're
can
making videos of doing it, and they're not selling anything. All they're doing is showing different recipes and playing with it, and they're
Adding
getting
different
enough
colors and
they're getting enough subscribers and views and followers that they're now being paid like advertising money and product placement and stuff like that to earn $1 million a year at 11 years old.
Makes me wonder when the next rage is.
Right. That's
We
why
gotta
I'm
figure
always
that out.
looking. I'm always
Gotta
looking. I'm
figure
like,
it
all
out.
right, what's going to be hot?
Let's get into this early.
Right.
we got something lined up. I don't know
We
what it
can't
is.
tell you
We're-
now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's going to be big.
Stay
promise.
tuned in because it's gonna be amazing.
All right. So I noticed that you guys have not taken a sip yet.
Oh, I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh,
Should I have
I
waited?
thought
I
you
have
guys do
not.
the whole drippies and.
No, that's
Oh,
for the
that's just our
reviews.
reviews. We try and
Oh, okay.
separate.
I missed
a little
something too
bit,
when we were
but-
recording. So.
see?
Cheer- Oh, there's good drippies though.
Oh yeah.
There's good drippies. It smells very unique.
It does. Stings the nostrils.
Interesting. That's pretty damn good.
It is good. It's got some.
It's got a
bite to it
different,
little bit.
a less charred taste to it. That's good.
I like it.
That's good.
So what is this again?
This is the Masters Collection Woodford Reserve Select American Oak.
Masters
So
Collection.
yeah,
Okay. Well, I
That's
like
a good
it.
bourbon, though. I like it.
That real sweet.
Bill,
bite
how
in the
much
back
did
of
this
the
bottle
throat.
run? 125.
125. So that's a good one. That's a good one.
Shout out to Bill at Osteostrong
Yeah.
because he's letting us drink this bottle.
Oh, you know what, dude? Before we need to get a picture of us drinking this for 30 days of bourbon.
Give me the bottle. Give me the bottle.
Do it.
Do it.
Sorry, Doug.
Do it now.
Stealing your cup.
Things that are necessary.
We'll cut this out.
gotta do
Or
what you
will
gotta
we?
Dun dun dun.
I'll just hold it up.
Just stand there. Yeah, stand there in the background. You're good. Ooh, I should get the board in here too.
Oh yeah.
Add effect. So anyway, while we're waiting.
Yeah. So speaking of bourbon, so we've been doing this 30 days of bourbon thing, and what's it? The 27th. Like it's been pretty intense. Like my body's ready for me to take a break. I don't know about you, Steve.
Oh, yeah. I could use some little detox. Is that good enough?
Yeah, it looks great.
Does it though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because
Can you post that?
I will.
Oh, we can do it later.
Yeah, we'll do it later. We have a show. to do.
Yeah, we're doing a show here. All right, so
Sorry about that.
Well, actually, you know what though? Let's transition. So bourbon.
Bourbon.
Last weekend, we met up, the three of us plus Billy, and did the Downtown Willoughby Bourbon
And Larry.
Trail.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, and Larry was there filming for us. That was an amazing time.
We had a great time.
Have you ever done anything like that before?
No.
No, me either.
It was awesome. It was a fun Saturday
Yeah.
day out.
Yeah.
With the fellas, drinking some bourbon. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
We had a lot.
Yeah, what did we try? Like,
Well, it's hard to say because some of the bars, they'd be like, okay, pick one. Or some of them
Right.
are like, you could have two.
right.
So,
Probably had like 16.
Oh, they would mark you off twice though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Except
Yeah,
for those guys that had that extra bottle.
Yeah, there was a
yeah,
couple
yeah,
extra.
There's a couple of those guys.
So there was a couple of those, yeah. So we had probably like 15, 16.
Yeah, 15,
different.
16, something like that. Yeah.
It was good, man. It was a fun day.
Yeah, it was a
a
good
great
day.
event. Can't wait to do that again next year.
Yeah, it was
we got to
really
find the
nice
next
out.
event like that too.
Yeah.
You guys aware of anything coming up?
There's one actually in Nashville,
Okay, well that's gonna be a little more difficult for us.
and it's sold out. So
It's gonna be really difficult for us.
That
I
makes
mean,
it
we
even
could
harder.
go.
We could hang out and see if anybody's scalping tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
was-
yeah, but
yeah.
that was a great time. That's where I met you for the first time. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome, man.
So I'm glad a week later we're doing this. So
Yeah. Set it up.
so we had a really good time doing that. Seemed like a match made, bourbon and kids and all that other kind of stuff. So
For sure.
it seemed to be a good fit. What's going on in the life of having two 7.5-year-olds that
We need to know what's going on.
that you're not like maybe you weren't necessarily prepared for?
The hardest part is two of everything. I mean, even now, like it's actually I think easier now. Now that they have someone to play with at all times.
That's cool.
I mean, eventually
true.
it does turn into a fight that you have
Sure.
to break up, but
Sure.
like they have a buddy at all times. So I've never had just a kid, so I don't know for sure.
Right.
But I would have to assume that it's actually easier now having two than it is having one.
I could see that.
Other than all the mouths and
Right.
I mean, we get lucky ourselves because we have so many other people who have older kids than us, so we get a lot of hand-me-down clothes.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I mean, that's been like huge for us. Like,
Right.
not having to buy a whole lot of clothes. We get specialty stuff here and there, but
Mm-hmm.
they're basic everyday clothes. We've never had to buy that type of stuff.
awesome.
That's awesome.
So-
That's very helpful.
Yeah, we've been blessed in that fact. But I like what makes twins hard is when you're first starting. You got to get diapers for two, formula for two, like, and it's
Yeah.
And that's a lot. I
And
mean, that's insane just for one.
yeah, and that was what was hard because even when the doctor went to tell us, she tried to turn it into a little game. So she's doing the sonogram. She takes the picture out. She goes, "What do you see?" I was like, "I don't know, blobs."
Right.
You tell me.
And she's like, "Well, how many?" He's like, I don't want to play games here. All right?
This is literally nerve wracking.
So finally, yeah, my wife's like, 2. And she's just giving us this look like, yeah. And we're like, what? She's like, twins. And my wife's like, your face just went white. And I was just like,
can't imagine.
oh my God. I was like, we got to do two of everything.
Well, like the shock of having your first kid is enough.
Right.
Like, that's insane.
It's extremely overwhelming.
I mean, we'd reached that point where we're like, all right, well, let's think about it.
Right.
And like she got off the pill because we hear all these horror stories of people coming off the pill can't get pregnant.
Right.
She's like, well, we'll get off now, and then very next month, boom.
And that seems like that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Though. That's
It's like we're just trying to get prepared, and it's like, okay,
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
Well, this is something we want to.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's see how it
we're
goes. See how it
in, but
goes.
we'll see
Yeah.
how it goes. We're not going to rush anything.
Yeah, we
and
don't want to
boom.
rush into it. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh nope, here you go, twins.
and twins. Good luck.
I to me, and again, I don't have twins, but I remember looking, not necessarily in the moment, but looking back at having one, and it was like, wow, we could kind of divide and conquer. Like, I could take the baby while she went out and did something, or she, got the house together or whatever, and vice versa. She would take the baby and I would clean something, whatever it was.
yeah.
Like, you could divide
But then-
and conquer and have some sort of a normal life.
But two.
How do you do that with two?
Family.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
And you have a lot of family around. Are you?
Yeah,
So you're from here originally?
My wife is actually from this Willoughby, East Lake area.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever met any McCoys. I'm sure you know Schleicher.
Yeah.
She's related to the Schleichers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's like my running joke is like, take a rock and throw it. Good chance you're gonna hit someone related to a McCoy.
You're right.
I mean, because her dad comes from family of 9.
Okay.
And then, I mean, it's just
Right.
So you had a lot of family help there.
the other branches that go off are almost as big as that. So
Nice.
it's just like,
Well, that's good. I
the
mean, it
family
always
reunions
helps it
are
when you
outrageous,
have
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
good
because
family support.
to have
Yeah.
family support to be like, okay, I'm gonna call grandma or grandpa to come over and help out. Imagine being out of state. Like, I always think of both my stepsisters live in Denver. Imagine
Yeah. Yeah.
you have to get random people
Right.
to babysit. Like, I could just be like, hey, Mom, can you come over for a little bit? I have to go run to the store real quick. She
Right.
lives in Mentor. I'm in Willoughby. I mean,
Wow.
that's so easy, Like, just
Right.
imagine being away from your entire family and having to just pick a random person to babysit.
Yeah.
And that's nerve-wracking in itself. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like you have a lot of people to babysit for you.
Yeah. We had a lot of.
Have you guys ever to do a random babysitter before?
No, actually, we haven't, because if we don't have someone in the family that could do it,
Yeah.
I mean, we have friends who have older kids, high school girls would
Yeah.
come over and watch the kids, because when we first had them, my wife was working second shift while I was working first. So like we only had like that little bit of a period between when she was going to work and I was getting off that we actually had someone. So
That's crazy in itself.
Yeah, we had people that we knew coming. We would just go off of high school and walk on over and watch them until I got home. So it like worked out great.
Yeah, that works out.
Now that they're in school, she's got a job working first shift now. So
Nice.
That's good.
yeah, I mean, we really lucked out.
Yeah, we
That's
still
awesome.
haven't had any type of random babysitter yet. I know you had, but you even knew her though. She worked at the daycare.
Right.
I'm saying like you have to go online and like I know they have websites where you could find babysitters and
Right.
things like that, and they rate them and all that which is great. But
Yeah.
still, it's nerve wracking at the same time to be like, okay,
It is, but I mean, I guess
Can I trust this person?
I'm out. You were gonna take care of my kids for a few hours.
I always think though too, like we think that because that we've had options. We're like very lucky that there's options. Like if you don't have options, do you think it's as nerve wracking?
No, I think. Well,
Like if you need,
if
it
that's what
probably
if that's what
still
you're used
is,
to,
but like if you,
I
don't
think right
have
off the
anything
bat for the
else-
first time, it's probably terrifying.
Sure. Shit, I'm terrified, even if I know these people. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you get over it pretty quickly, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I haven't been there.
I
yet,
always
so.
just try and put myself in the other shoes and say, okay, if I didn't have any other options, would I think that it's nerve wracking, or would I think that it's as big of a deal as I do because I've lucky to have these other options?
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
So I mean,
who knows?
yeah, you get out and you start having fun, and
Yeah.
can't forget about it.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine. Well, no, but and also nowadays, I mean, it's
Hey, I know we said 10, but like midnight's cool, right?
you're still good, right? I got these cameras, so I already know what you're doing. I have these cameras all over my house, so low key, have been spying on you this entire time.
Yeah.
Why does every room have a Ring doorbell in it? I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Pay no attention to those. These creepy dolls in every room.
Yeah. Like the teddy cams.
Yeah, exactly. Was it the Meet the Parents or whatever?
Yeah. So good.
But also I was going to go back to when the twins were first born. So I'm thinking about what it was like for us. for my wife and I, my first son especially. Those first few nights of just getting home and getting acclimated and just trying to figure everything out, trying to get them to breastfeed, trying to get them to latch. Now my wife, the first time around, had a very tough time, and it was a very helpless feeling for me because she was trying to get my son to latch and he wouldn't. And so it was like the baby screaming and crying. She's trying to do that. She's crying, and I'm just standing in the doorway like, what can I do? And I can't do shit. So with 2 kids,
and
hungry, needing to.
Yeah, and I mean, it got to the point where, because they wouldn't latch. Like, she tried hard. I mean, it was, you could just see it in her face. Like, it was just draining.
And the thing is, it's not easy for every single mom. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's different for everybody. And I know these people that it's very easy. Like, my wife had a very hard time with that. And it was tough because it's defeating for her. Like, you know what I mean? Because she really wants to make it work.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and there's so many things online, and you can read about it either way. But if you're having a hard time with something and you start, like, looking something up, it's just, you're going to go down this rabbit hole again like, oh, well, I'm a bad person. I'm a bad mom. Because that's such bullshit.
It's absolutely bullshit because everybody's different. But that mindset that everybody has, especially for a mom, it's just like, well, I'm a failure. I can't get my son or my daughter to latch, and I can't breastfeed them. I mean, she pumped and everything, but it was just like, I knew it was very defeating for her, and I just felt terrible because there's nothing I can do.
Right.
So, but back to you as like,
we
for
had
you
to go
guys,
with formula. Like, and when they were newborn, I mean, I can remember holding him, and it's like right there in the palm of my hand. Like, his feet would hang over, but his head to his butt was right here. They were a few days premature.
Okay.
Like, because they actually put her in the OR because I forget what it was, 36 weeks. Well, if it's before 36, it's like premature, and they put you in the OR. Well, they were like 2 or 3 days before that.
Okay.
So we were in the OR, and that was nerve-wracking for me.
Yeah. Oh,
because I'm sitting in that room, and I watched probably like 5 episodes of Supernatural or whatever the heck was on the TV that I can't change.
Right.
So it's like, I don't want to be watching this and whatever. I mean, I got nothing else to do.
You got to keep your mind off something.
Right. And it's like, why is this taking so long? They're just going in the prepper. Well, they were having issues getting the needle in her spine. So this whole time. So once they finally get it done right and have her the way they need her and bring me in, I walk in and she looks up at me and she goes, "Oh, hey, like, I know you."
It's like, now you're feeling good.
It's like, wow, you feel real good.
Yeah, you're feeling it.
And they had me go up to the head, and they had the sheet there because they had cut her open and pull one out, pull the other, and I'd kind of do the peek. I'm like, oh wow, I can see inside you. Like,
that's crazy.
That was weird. Like, they just kind of like pull intestines out and pull some kids out,
crazy.
put the intestines back in. It's just like,
move everything around like it's no big deal.
It's just like, that's weird.
I feel like I'm watching a horror movie.
Yeah.
But then it's just the weirdest feeling is that you have these 2 kids and it's like how small they are.
Right.
And it's like, I can't believe it. It's like his head's here, his butt's right here. I'm like, it's just this big. Like,
that's insane.
That's insane. Like, my kids cooked extra long. Like, we had to be induced because they just didn't want to come out.
So we spent the first few nights in the hospital, and we had to end up feeding them. Like, you'd put like this little tube on your finger and then get it in their mouth and get them to suck on that.
Yeah.
And you'd have like the syringe and you'd push the food in that way because we couldn't get them to take, so that's what we did. And so that's.
And what we always say, whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works.
Because I mean, that's what was working, and it worked fine. And they're both fine right now, right? I mean, obviously they're 7.5 years old, and gotta get that half in there.
Make sure you get the half.
And so they're perfully healthy and everything. Everything's
It's gonna be the title of this episode. Got to get that half.
Gotta get that half in there.
That's what she said.
Just a start. Yeah. I think I always got to squeeze a little bit of that in there. Oh, that's what she said. So anyway, I have to say something, and this goes back to sleep and everything. So your kids are 7.5 now. I don't know if you guys have ever had this, and I've been dealing with this the past few nights, actually. My son, Sam, has night terrors. You ever have to deal with anything like that?
A couple times.
Dude. And it's 2 nights in a row, and it gets like he'll start just talking. I can just hear him talking in his room. And I'm like, here we go. It's going to get ugly. So I told Liz last night, I'm like, don't go in there because if we start talking to him, he's going to start freaking out.
Right.
And he does. And it's the craziest thing because you can't, he's pointing at something in the corner of his room and he's screaming and I'm holding him and he's looking through me like terrified. I'm like, I'm here.
He's not awake.
He's not awake. And I'm like, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm trying to talk to him and he's just screaming, tears running down his cheeks and he's just looking right past me the whole time, just terrified. It's just the craziest thing. And there's probably like 5-10 minutes of just screaming.
Yeah.
Nothing you could do for him.
Right.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
You start getting frustrated with it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm right here.
I want to
right
help
here.
you. It's like, but it's like, I'm not even here.
Yeah.
It's like,
Another
buddy,
one of those helpless
talk
feelings.
To me.
Yeah.
Talk to me. It's like, just talk to me. I want to help you. And it's just like blank.
It's crazy. It's kind of creepy.
It is. It's
Can I-
very creepy.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I wanted you to end that with, "Give me the chocolate milk."
You want me to tell you about that? You don't know about this.
Uh-oh.
My son, Sam, he's the older one. He's 4. Well, he'll be 4. I'm sorry. He's still 3. And I always think he's 4 because he's just such a big kid. And I just always say that he's 4. But anyway,
almost 4.
He'll be 4 in January. But we're getting there. But he's kind of like, so you know scary movies. Like I always say, like when I was younger, even now, I'm like the scariest thing in scary movies, like Freddy Krueger and all that, was little children.
Yeah.
Creeped me out so bad because they're just never afraid of anything. They're just walking around the house like, hey, you know. So Sam will come into my room in the middle of the night and he'll be standing next to the bed and I'll just hear like, chocolate milk. I'm like, dude, is that Kevin Love? Sorry, that guy looks like something. All right, so anyway, he'll just say like, get the chocolate milk. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, dude, just go back to bed.
It's my favorite thing that he
so
does.
The one night, and he'll do it too. Like I'll say, like I'll go into his room, like before I go to work, I'll leave early and I'll go kiss him and leave, and he'll be like, he'll roll over, and be like, get the chocolate milk. I'm like, all right. So the one night it was hilarious. I'm like, it's like 6:30 in the morning. I'm getting ready to leave, and I have to walk past the hallway, and I look down the hallway. There's no one there. Walk through the kitchen. I come back to go to the front door, and I look down the hallway again. And there's the bathroom lights on, and he's standing in the middle of the hallway, and he's looking at me. He goes, get the chocolate milk. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, go back to bed, Damien. Leave me alone.
It's so good.
I'm like, Mom, when Mom wakes up, she'll get you the chocolate milk. Just go to bed. And he just
my
puts his head down and
favorite
walks
thing.
away. It's just so creepy.
It's my favorite thing.
It's so harmless,
I
but
was
it's
just
just
dying for you to say at the end of his night terror. He's just like,
get the chocolate milk. But that's the thing, though. When his night terrors are over, he rolls over and just
It's fine, yeah.
back to sleep.
Back to sleep. Yeah. They don't even wake up. It's just back to
No,
sleep.
and he,
Right.
like it's so creepy because he's like pointing in his closet, and I'm like, dude, you're
No.
freaking me out a little bit right here.
No, that's creepy. Gibbs did it a couple times, and it wasn't consecutive.
Sam was
like
back-to-back nights.
like a few weeks apart. But it wasn't that bad, and I just kind of go back to bed.
I don't remember it being a very often thing.
No,
I've heard
It's
other
like,
people
it's
say.
a scary enough situation.
Yeah, 'cause, like, he
that's
had it
burnt
before.
into my mind.
Oh yeah, but I'm
Kinda
telling you,
like-
2 nights in a row this week. I mean, he's had him before, and all of a sudden, 2 nights in a row. I'm like, and last night I'm sitting there on the couch, and we hear him start whining, and I'm like, I told Liz, I'm like, here we go. I'm like, don't even go in there.
So have you
And
looked
it starts
anything
getting
up? Like, is there anything that like? I don't think there's anything you can really do about it.
No, there's
It's
nothing.
just like
So they say I've looked it up before because the first time he ever had one, which the first time was the scariest one. I'm like, I don't know what the hell, something wrong here. You know, it's creepy.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. And
I mean,
they're
yeah,
like,
you think your kid's like possessed.
exactly.
Like,
Like
what
my
the
house
fuck's
is
going
haunted.
on?
There's something
Yeah,
going on here.
yeah.
So on the internet, I mean, you can look up. There's probably 95 million different articles you could read.
Right.
So you pick the first one, and
Of course.
naturally, it's got to be the most. Yeah,
It's got to be right. It's
gotta be
on
right.
top.
It's the first one. So, but it just says like you're better off not waking them up or trying to wake them up.
Right.
You just have to let them go through it because you're not going to help them.
Right.
You might actually make it worse by trying to wake them up.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't
makes
even
sense.
get him awake. I tried.
I know. I'm like, I'm
I
right
mean,
here.
so
I'm
did
like,
I.
dude, I'm right here.
Yeah,
It's like,
so did I. But
yeah, it's
I mean,
that-
eventually, I don't. I'm just like
He's like, because he's like
I'll
screaming.
get
He's like, I
through it.
want daddy. And I'm like, dude, I'm right. I'm sitting in front of you.
I just
right
like,
here.
I just like lock his door
Yeah.
and put my headphones on.
Like, Chelsea's fine. I took care of it. Let's go back to sleep, everybody. It's fine.
Put the mattresses back on the wall. Don't worry about it.
He's fine. The whole room's
Right.
padded. He'll be fine. Give him like 10 minutes. He's good to go.
No, that shit's scary. Like
It's weird.
you
It's
don't
just-
know
it's
what
just weird.
You don't. Well, you never like to see your kids like in any kind of like agony, right? Like whether it's they get hurt or a night terror. You just don't want to see that.
Right.
no.
And I mean,
and you-
I never knew that was a thing either.
Right,
Like
right,
that's one of
right.
those things you learn.
People
as
don't
you go.
talk about, right.
Right. Like another one people love to tease me about is when my son got croup. He had it really bad.
Yeah.
I didn't know what croup was.
Right.
So I go into the room, like I hear him crying, and this is when we're working different shifts. So I got like everything that's happening at night bad. I'm on my own taking care of this because my wife's at work. And so I hear him crying. I go in there, and I swear to God, it sounded like he swallowed a balloon. It sounded like the balloon was in it. So I was like,
it's terrifying.
Like he was struggling to breathe. And I'm freaking out, like, what did you swallow? What?
Well, yeah.
Like, I'm looking at his throat, there's nothing. It's like, we're going to the hospital. Like, I'm flipping out. I'm calling grandma. I'm like, we're going to the hospital. It's like, he can't breathe. It sounds like he ate a balloon.
Yeah. Oh, it's scary.
I go into the ER, and he's like, oh, he's got croup. I'm like,
I'll see you later.
It's like,
Isn't it
not
so
He's like, oh, he's got
defeating?
croup. And it's just like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm flipping out here.
Isn't that so defeating too? When like, because for me at least, like I try and not go to the urgent care or anything like that unless like it's really bad.
Yeah.
And because a lot of times when you go, they're like, oh, it's this.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like this happened to me last week. So what was it? Monday. Gibbs, he got what turns out to be a mosquito bite. So he got this bite on his ankle, and like, so this was Monday night, and then Tuesday morning it was bothering him or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you're fine. It's a mosquito bite. Like, you're okay. He's like, oh, it really hurts, and he's like limping and all this. I'm like, dude, you're fine.
It's already milking it.
So I go to pick him up from school, and they're like, well, he had to go down to the nurse's office because of his ankle. I'm like, jeez, grow a pair. Like, you're fine. Like, it's a mosquito bite. So he pulls up his pant leg. His ankle is like that. I mean, it is so swollen. I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
okay, this might be worse than I thought.
so I'm like, I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, what do you think? Like, I'm sending her a picture. She's like, oh, my God, what is going on with this kid?
What kind of mosquito was it?
So
Black Widow.
yeah, right. Well, that was my first thought. I was like, dude, he either got stung by a bee or he got like a spider bite, and like he's not taking well to it. So I go to urgent care, and they were, it's a mosquito bite. Like,
Go home.
You know, some people have like, what do they call it? Like a gross immediate reaction or something like that.
Ian will put it across the screen.
Yeah.
When we figure out what it is.
That's intense.
But,
Like when
like-
I get bit, I mean, it would get quarter size.
Really?
And my son's got that too. Like when he gets bit by a mosquito, it'll swell up like a quarter size lump.
I mean, this was huge. So part of it, though, was because where it was, his shoe was rubbing on it.
Oh,
so
so
it was
it's,
just
like,
constantly
irritated.
being irritated. So we just put like high socks on him and changed his shoes, and it's down to normal size now. Like, but
Well,
like it was terrifying. And then I go in there and like you wait in the waiting room, and he's
I
like
hate
miserable.
your urgent care so
And
much.
like, they were great. Like not
Which one did you go to?
Cleveland Clinic one on 615. 615.
Oh,
20.
yeah. Okay.
And they were fine. Like, got in pretty quickly, and like the nurse, or she was a PA. She was great. She's like, no, it's okay. Like, I understand why you came in and everything, but
Well, yeah, it's creepy.
but it's a
you just, like, you
mosquito
said
bite.
If it was like a spider bite or something, you don't know. I mean, what
okay.
the hell? Brown recluse. I don't know. So,
Chelsea's
Sam-
like, oh, it's West Nile. I'm
oh
like,
yeah, well that's the other
God.
thing too. That's the other thing too. It's like because you heard it's like around or whatever.
Right.
But it's funny too because like the way we are with our two kids. So our background is my second son had a lot of problems when he was born. So we're like real sensitive with him. With Sam, it's like whatever, you're fine. We took him. He's the same way with mosquito bites. Like he
Did you
gets
swell up?
oh bad.
Really? I didn't.
Dude,
oh no, you
my
did know
god,
that,
dude! He
actually.
gets them so bad.
I don't know why you didn't
He
think
swole
about
up. His
that.
legs were so bad. Like my mom's like, "There's something wrong with him." I'm like, "It's just Sam.
Yeah.
He's got mosquito bites. It's fine." She's like, "I'm like, he just reacts differently." Now, if it was Ben and he was reacting like that, we'd probably be straight at the
Right,
hospital.
right.
So like, with Sam, we've taken him to urgent care one time, and we knew he had strep throat. I knew he did. He couldn't swallow. Every time he would take a sip of anything, he would just wince in pain, and he was just screaming and crying. He was real little. It was like right before Christmas because why not? Because
Chocolate milk. Get the chocolate milk. Chocolate milk. Get the chocolate milk.
You know you're gonna have to snip that into MP3.
We can.
and make it his ringtone when he's not looking.
yes.
we could do that, and I'm like, no, just in the middle of the night, just wake me up, dead sleep.
You start texting him. Get the chocolate milk.
Sam, no. The funny thing is,
amazing.
I could get him any drink at that hour, and it would be water, and he'll be like just satisfied. He doesn't care. But we took him, and the doctor was like, oh, it's really rare for someone under 2 years old to have strep. I'm like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure he has it. And this is like Christmas Eve. So we take him to urgent care. Or no, I'm sorry. We take him to his doctor the next day, and they're like, oh, yeah, they do one of those instant tests.
Yeah.
He has strep throat. So I spent $200, waited 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they just be like, no, he's fine. He doesn't have anything. It's really rare
Right.
for a 2-year-old to have it. It's like, really, dude, come on. So that's why I hate urgent care.
Yeah.
And the other time, urgent care, you heard of. So I had to take my son, Ben, who had heart surgery when he was born. We took him to urgent care by your place.
Yeah.
And I go in there, and they're like, I tell them his history and everything. And they're like, oh, my God. You know, they start freaking out. And they're like pushing buttons, and there's like sirens going off. They're like calling ambulance because of his history of his heart. So they're like, you have to go to the Cleveland Clinic. We call an ambulance. I'm like, I could drive him. It's not even a big deal. I'm pretty sure he has a cold. I'm like, I just think I need like antibiotics or something. Ambulance to Hillcrest. They pretty much do the same thing. They go, he needs to go to Rainbow. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he just has a cold. They're like, you have to take an ambulance. So we waited until 2:30 in the morning. They finally pick us up and take us to Rainbow's. We get in there. They take us up to cardiology. His doctor goes, hey, so I heard Ben has a cold. I'm like, that's it. So he spent the night, and then we went home.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
So $1,000 later, after 2 ambulance rides and emergency room, I'm like,
It sucks because that kind of stuff turns you off from like
I don't want to take
medical.
I don't want to take him
help.
anywhere, but I'll never take him anywhere but
Right.
Rainbows again because that's where I should have gone in the first
You
place.
should have, yeah.
Well,
but lesson
not to
learned.
mention that urgent care I went to was Rainbows, so they should
Yeah,
have had
the
his history and
original
everything.
one, yeah.
The one over by
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
but whatever. Anyway, getting way off topic.
Wow.
We don't
So-
have topics.
We have a lot of topics.
Topics.
I love topics.
I got a topic. This is like the worst transition ever.
I love it though. Let's get off this topic.
Doug, I got to ask you about a closet pooper.
Oh my gosh.
A closet pooper. I gotta hear this.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Before you start, I need a little refill.
No.
If you could, sir. Thank you.
Billy needs a refill too.
Yeah, he does.
Ooh, that's a good pour.
Yeah, I figured, you know.
Yeah, well, wasn't in Rome.
When you supply the bottle,
healthy.
you get a good pour.
That's healthy.
Shit, I got a healthy pour too.
Well, you know.
Anywho, closet pooper.
Closet pooper. I gotta hear this. I gotta
Yes.
know what's going on.
Yeah, so we built our house that we're in now. We just moved in right before Christmas, week before Christmas.
Okay.
So last fall it was being built, and we'd go to look at it whenever something got changed. And they finally got like the drywall all up, and I think they'd actually done like the first coat of spraying paint down and all that. And we're walking around. There's no toilets, there's no fixtures, there's nothing, like there's no lights or anything. So we're walking around, and Liam disappears. I go, Liam, where are you at? And he comes out of the other room. Like, okay, and then we're walking around. I walk in this room. I'm like, why does it smell like shit in here? Like, huh? And we're navigating by flashlight because there's no lights, so it's kind of dark. So you get your cell phone. I know it, and I was like, huh, that's weird. So I open up the closet door, and there's a giant pile of poop. I was like, oh my gosh.
He's claiming his
Liam?
territory.
Yep. So I
This
was
is
like,
my
well,
room.
He's
Found my room.
he was the first one to go to the bathroom in our new house, and we don't even have toilets.
That's amazing. That's so amazing.
Not even like, hey, Dad, I have to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah, no.
So is that his room?
No, it isn't. That's a spare room. So I call it the
What
drunk
after-
tank. So if you guys need a place to crash,
Yeah, wonderful.
The closet is haunted.
that's true.
Sometimes we could still smell the shit.
I couldn't believe it.
Oh, that's
I
incredible.
got a picture of it, and it pops up. Actually,
have
it'll
to.
probably be popping up soon because I put it
Yeah.
all on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I get the
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
day in
Yeah.
history. So one of these days I'm gonna open that up and I'm gonna see that
I'm gonna see the
pile of
closet
poop.
shitter.
And
Yeah.
and I'm like,
That's
oh,
amazing.
Liam.
That is so good.
But yeah, he's always been like that though. He's super secretive about going to the bathroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's always like when he would, even when he was in diapers, when he had to go to the bathroom, he'd go in a different room.
Really?
He would go hide, go to the bathroom, and then come back.
My
It's
niece
well,
was
you,
like that.
You still brought it with you.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you're
You
gonna go
obviously
hide-
know you did it.
Yeah.
Why'd you go in the other room to
Right.
poop? Like,
You're coming back with it, and I'm still gonna have to change it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I get it. I
See,
need
my
your privacy.
oldest is the complete opposite. So my son Gibson is like a serial public pooper.
It's funny too because we'll get the Snapchats. It's like another public shit, and it's like everywhere
Like
they
I can't
go.
take him anywhere. Like we'll go any restaurant, any store. We'll be in we'll go to like Target or something like that, and he'll be like, we'll be walking around. He's like, oh, I gotta go potty,
Kid just loves to check out all the facilities, man. I get it.
and he goes, and it's never pee. He's got to sit down and take a dump every single time.
I'll be honest. I hate, especially taking a shit.
Yeah,
Any public bathroom. It's like, I would rather
he
be
loves
home.
it. He
And
loves
I mean,
it.
hey, you know what? Whatever. Good for him.
I mean, I don't know that there's been a restaurant in the last.
I would say any public place
2
that you go to in
years
general.
since
I feel like
he's
we always get a
been-
Snapchat in our group text or group snap.
Yeah, I do it all. I mean, it's just hilarious to me at this point. I'm like, well,
Here we go again.
we had to go stop at Lowe's, and here we are. It's amazing.
It's just unbelievable.
Some of them are so disgusting too.
I know.
Like you'll walk in there like,
Well,
I might be able to make it home. Let's just try.
well,
It's
and
like,
he's
I'm not
4
going
too,
there.
so like, there's no like
Oh,
being
yeah.
careful. It's just like hands everywhere, touching everything. I'm like,
Okay, that's another thing with two kids in general. It's like
Oh yeah, no, there have been hands in urinals, and I'm like, oh no.
I walk into every bathroom like, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Like I used to not really even care.
Right, but there's two, and they go opposite directions.
there's-
right.
Like they
oh, what's that?
never go together. You go into a new area like that, and then it's just like, boom,
Yep.
two different directions.
Spread out.
It's like, oh great, all right, how do I do?
Yeah, it's like just carry hand sanitizer in your back pocket.
Oh yeah, I always have it.
Whenever-
Always.
It's in Ben's bag all the time. We'll go use a public bathroom. I'll like put it on the toilet seat. I'm like rubbing them down with it afterwards.
Well, yeah, because he won't let me make a tent. Like he won't.
It's
won't
pointless
let me.
because it's pointless though because you try to
Yeah.
make a nest and
Even
it's
if
like
they-
they just
even
slide
if they're a
off
nest,
and
yeah.
it doesn't even matter. It's
And
just
like
such a
even
disaster.
even if it's the one that has like the pre-made ones,
Those are just a nightmare.
no chance. He's
Those
like,
are a
no,
nightmare.
take that off.
Yeah,
Sam was like, no nest. There's no time. I'm like, buddy, just give me a second. This is the most disgusting bathroom I've ever seen. And then I got Ben walking around just like,
Well, the best is when
Grabbing
we went to the
everything.
Indians game that one time.
oh, dude. We
So,
had both our what, was
we
just
took
me,
the boys.
you, Gibson, and Sam, right?
Yeah. It was us four, and I got club seats given to me. So nice. Like there's less people in the club section. So like I was like, all right, if you got to go, you got to go. We go over there, and so there's less people in there, so there's less facilities. So there's like, I don't know, 4 urinals and 1 stall.
And he had to poop, of course,
He had to poop.
because you're in public. So
And of course, there's some guy in there. It's like the 3rd inning, and this guy is just tearing this thing up.
I knew something was wrong because you guys were gone for a while.
And I'm like sitting there. I'm like,
buddy, how long have you been drinking?
I'm like, hey, buddy, I got a 3-year-old. I mean, at that point, he would probably just turned 3.
Yeah, that was last
And
season. Yeah,
So he was like just barely potty trained. And I was like, hey, buddy, you going to be a minute or what? I got a 3-year-old that's got to go. Just no response. I'm like, all right, maybe I'll wait. He goes, Mike Gibson looks up at me and goes, Dad, now. I'm like, so we're sitting right outside the, and no
you
one
should have
else
just
is
held
in
him
the
over a
bathroom.
garbage can.
Well, I would have. That's what I was planning on doing. So I dropped his pants down and like I was going to go put him over the freaking garbage can.
Put him in the urinal.
Yeah. And it just happened right there and there, then and there on the floor. And I'm like, well, all right. So I grabbed some paper towels and everything. And I'm like, and I made sure I was so loud so this asshole in the bathroom. Like,
You should
in
have
the
slid it
stall-
underneath the
I should
stall.
have.
Like,
Like,
thanks,
here you go,
asshole.
dude. Flush that for me.
Well, the best
Here,
part is
take
like
care of this.
I can see Ian. He's coming towards me, and he's like, because I don't know where I was. We're in the club somewhere, but anyway,
Yeah.
you come walking in, and you're like, he's so stressed out.
I'm like
He's like-
sweating.
He's like, dude, do you think they sell pants here? I'm like, no. There's no chance.
We
they
went
sell
to
pants
every
here.
single team shop
I'm like, we
looking
got-
for like shorts or something because like it was messy. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, we gotta fucking go now.
Yeah. he's-
Oh man,
like,
I
I'm
wish I could have
sorry,
been
dude.
there.
Which
for
was,
that one.
but you know what
Excuse
though?
me, do you sell Indians underwear by
Yeah,
chance?
right.
Anything? We could put a T-shirt on him. Put his.
And you
his
know what,
legs through
too?
the
You know what's
armholes.
messed up is like, because so that was last season, and I ended up getting a lot of tickets that season, and I took him to probably 10 or 12 games, and every time I bring my bag with me with an extra change of clothes, everything.
Not that time.
That was the one time I didn't have it.
That's funny too, because he was.
I was
just potty
confident that he was
trained.
potty trained at this point. The one time.
And that's like when I used my first
Dad hack.
I went to the Indians game, and I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I don't want to carry this whole bag with me. So I put 2 diapers
in your pocket.
in my back pocket and wipes in the other pocket.
Yep.
And I just walked around like that. Looked like such a dad. But you know what? It worked.
Yeah,
I had
it's
to carry
better
that
than
huge
carrying around
fucking
that
bag.
bag.
I'm like, you know what?
Well,
Odds
that's
are
what
he
it
going to
was.
go
I was
pee.
like, dude, I don't want to carry this bag.
Well,
Like,
no,
we're
I mean,
having a
it's
good time. It's me
No,
and
that you have
Steve
to-
and the boys. Like, it was fun, you know?
Yeah, dad's night out.
We had to have the bag.
Yeah.
Like we had
Yeah.
2
Oh,
of
yeah.
everything.
Well, yeah,
Two,
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
can't
not carrying
get
enough
away with
stuff.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't shove it unless you're wearing, you always have cargo shorts on.
Dude, no one's gotten a hand job in cargo shorts since Nam.
He's wearing cargo shorts.
Hey, I just love that. I just love that. What is
That's
that?
such a- that's
Superbad?
Superbad, yeah. See, he's good though.
I love that.
Because you put some diapers in this one, put
Yeah,
the wipes
you
in that
did.
one.
Yep.
So
There we go.
functional.
Well, not now because they're 7.5, so you don't have to worry about it.
If I need diapers now, we got problems.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. But man, yeah, just good times, good times. And speaking of dad hacks, I guess while we're on the topic,
Yeah,
you want to get into
absolutely.
it?
Let's do it.
Have you heard of the dad hacks? Do you know?
I have.
You're
yeah.
prepared.
I'm familiar with the dad hacks.
Okay.
And
Listen, Doug is a
Avid.
avid Talking Dads follower.
that's right.
He knows.
Connoisseur.
I love
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
I love that because you would be surprised. People are never really prepared. So
But yeah,
Cheers to you.
mine's kind of like a family thing that my dad's family would do. Mm-hmm. They call it the Walsh Call.
Okay.
So what it is like whenever you're in public or somewhere, they have this sound where they would just be like, oh, like just something simple like that. It's just a noise,
Yeah.
but a noise that you don't hear in public.
Okay.
So you get separated from someone, you make the call as loud as you can. Boom. The other person makes the call. I mean, we've been at fairs, got separated, done the Walsh call, get the answer back. Boom, we're right back together.
Really?
you guys been doing that forever?
Yeah,
Like your whole
it's a
family?
family thing. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Like
I love
we'll
that
get the
so
family
much.
get-togethers, and someone will just do the Walsh call, and everyone will answer.
I love that so much.
Yep.
That's amazing.
That's a first right there.
I
mean, we've heard a lot of some dad hacks, but that's
Yeah.
that's so cool though. You guys
It's
been doing
so
that?
smart.
Yeah.
Hey, that's great.
That's
Like,
so
I mean,
smart.
I didn't make it, but I mean, that's like
Right,
that's a
right.
dad
Hey, but
hack.
still, you're
Yeah,
still-
Yeah, that's 100% a dad
100%. Whoever started that, and you still do it. That's amazing.
Yeah, who did start it? Do you know who started it?
I don't.
I mean, how
To be
many
honest.
generations has the Walsh Call been going? Do you think? If you had to take a guess,
2?
2 generations. All right.
Hey, it's better than my pant leg. It's one generation. Pant leg dad hack.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I started that.
I need to come up with a.
What would your sound be? That's supposed to be.
And it has to be PG.
Yeah.
Right. It has
Son
to
of
be
a
PG.
bitch. Everybody starts going
Because you
down
know
the
you're
line.
yelling this in public,
Right,
right?
right. Yeah, and like if you're in a situation where you have to do it, it's not like you can half-ass it, right? Like you can't just be like,
You're screaming at the top of your lungs.
yeah. Huh. I like that a lot.
Where the fuck is everybody? That one won't work.
No, not so much. All right, I'm gonna have to come up with a call. I gotta think of it.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
You'll get it.
That's
A couple
amazing.
years or so. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, hey man, cheers to that because that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think of something.
we definitely have fun with that one.
Well, good man.
Oh, I can
That's-
imagine just like being with like random family and just somebody doing it. Like, is it one of those things like too like you can't not respond?
You hear it,
It's
you gotta
just
do it.
it's just yeah, it's like second nature. You hear it,
Right.
you do it back.
All right.
Like that's just
You just have
it's what
to.
you do.
Yeah. I like it.
And yeah, it's like if someone says OH.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
100%.
It's the same thing.
You have
Yeah.
to. You just have
It's
to. No matter
just
where you are, you
programmed
stop and do it.
Right.
into our family. Like you
That's
hear
really
OH,
cool.
you say IO. You hear the Walsh call, you call back.
All right, I like it. I like
I might have
it.
to try that, especially when we start doing something. You know, we should get that for Disney.
Oh, you're right.
We're going to Disney next year.
You been to Disney?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went for the boy's 5th birthday,
Okay.
so that was interesting.
Go on.
Continue.
Well, I actually it was fun. It was a good time. I'm into Star Wars, so I love
Yeah,
that whole thing. The rest of Disney I could care less about, but I mean it wasn't for me. It was for the boys. We're there
Right.
for their
Yeah.
birthday, having fun. They had a blast. So they have a blast. We have a blast, and I mean, yeah, Star Wars underwear. I'm actually jealous.
That's going on. That was
Billy,
the-
that's amazing. That's amazing.
I thought you were just doing the usual. I'm like,
I'm legit jealous right now.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
pretty cool.
But like all that
Millennium
walking,
Falcons over there.
we're doing all this walking with the strollers and everything, and the beds that we were in, I don't know if they're too hard or what,
So
what it was.
did you stay on property? Or?
We did.
Okay.
We got like the cheapest resort we could get.
Yeah,
like
sure.
we did Disney
Listen.
on resort for the cheapest we possibly
Right,
could. We went the
right.
cheapest time. We got the cheapest room.
Right.
We did everything as cheap as we could because Disney's expensive.
It's expensive.
I mean, even when you do it that way, I mean, you're dropping
Yeah.
some serious money
Sure,
to go to this
absolutely.
place. So we first night, my wife has like all these back pains. So we're up all night long. Like she can't fall asleep.
Did you guys drive or fly?
We flew.
Okay.
But it's just like that made it like so much more worse for me.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I can't sleep, and it's like I feel horrible. I don't know what to do.
Right.
Like she's just laying in bed crying because her back hurts so bad and can't fall asleep. I'm like, what do I do? It's like, does that make me an asshole if I just roll over and fall asleep? I mean, I'm trying to do what I can to help out. I mean, her sister and brother-in-law were in Florida as well because his mom actually lives in Florida. So they brought like some heating pads over and stuff and
Yeah.
trying to get it, but like that kind of like put a damper on the whole rest of the
Right,
thing because
sure.
we're walking around on a couple hours of sleep at that point.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
that's
So it's
miserable.
like so it's like it's miserable, but it's like on top of besides that, the boys had the time of their life.
That's most important.
And the one thing that's amazing about that place is they have like it's my birthday badge on
Oh yeah.
with their name on it. And just random people walk up and be like, "Oh, hey, Liam, happy birthday! Hey,
That's
Kellen,
cool, yeah.
It's your birthday. How old are you?"
Just
Like,
make them feel
yeah,
amazing.
just someone would randomly walk up and they're like, "Oh, how did you know it's my birthday?"
I love
Like
that,
so,
man.
like
Yeah,
it's just like
yeah.
it's like so amazing. It's like you know what, that makes it worth it.
Yeah,
Like,
so
just
I've
to
done
see the
Disney.
excitement.
Yeah, just
I've
see that like in their eyes.
Yeah.
yeah, that's when it's worth it.
So I've done Disney before with my kids. So we went not this year, but the year last year, and so people ask about it and everything, and they're like, "Oh, it's so expensive," and I'm like, and it is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
crazy
It
expensive.
absolutely is.
But they have got it down. Like when you say it's the most magical place on earth, it is.
Yeah.
Like we thoroughly enjoyed it, and like you said, like the guy that's coming to change out the trash can liner will go up to your kids and give them a sticker and say, "Hey, how you doing, buddy? Have a great day." Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing
Yeah.
what they've programmed their staff to do, and like just like the whole experience. It's
Right.
incredible.
So it's like,
love
so it's like
Disney.
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A on
that's-
like a whole nother level.
Dude, yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
That place is amazing.
Speaking of Chick-fil-A,
Go ahead.
just to do a little sidebar here. So I had Chick-fil-A the other day.
It's good
And you know how you have got good customer service?
when you go there.
They messed up, and I wasn't even mad.
Yeah.
Like, they gave me barbecue sauce instead of Polynesian sauce,
I would have been flipping over tables.
which
I'll
at
be honest
first I
with
was
you.
mad, but I was like,
Polynesian
you know
sauce
what?
is like,
They were so freaking nice to me.
they're so good.
I'm not going to make a big
The
thing out
place
of
is
this.
so amazing. It's
It's amazing.
unbelievable how that place works.
Amazing.
The only thing that gets to me is they're always like, "Oh, my pleasure." I was like,
It's a little creepy
oh,
sometimes.
"All right, well that's yeah." It's like,
Yeah.
But you know what? The
You've
thing
said
is, though-
my pleasure to me like 6 times now. I'm starting to get a little bit.
It's like I
creeped
appreciate
out.
it, but it was their pleasure. But I guess it
yeah.
really was their pleasure. But you know what? It's like if I want my kids to work somewhere in high school, I'd send
Oh,
them
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But
I
you know
always
what?
say that.
You
in,
wanna use your-
Heinen's.
That and Heinen's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, my boys will be disappointed when they learn it's Chick-fil-A and not Chicken Donald's.
A lot of people call it Chicken Donald's. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all
It's
Chicken
Chicken
Donald's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Place is amazing.
I've heard that before. But yeah, back to Disney. So we just booked our. We actually went Airbnb route, and we got a house.
Okay.
Off resort, and so
It's
there's
us and-
6
so it's our
adults,
family, 6
and
adults
7 kids.
Yeah, 7 kids.
Right? 7
Yeah,
kids. Yeah. So should be pretty amazing. So like.
Yeah.
The first 2 times that I've been to Disney, once with just my son and then the other with both of my kids, we had family there with us. So it was, you can kind of
It's helpful.
spread the
Oh yeah. No,
spread the
that was
workload,
huge.
you know,
Yeah,
which
'cause
is
like
huge.
I said, I had my sister-in-law and her husband.
So,
with us,
but this trip that we're going on, six adults and 7 kids. That's it. Like, it's
gonna be interesting.
It's going to be very interesting.
Problem is you're outnumbered.
Yeah, we're outnumbered. Our kids have all grown up together, and so they do the thing where they get together and they're just insane. Like, they have a ton of fun, and that's amazing, and I love that so much, but it's insane.
Yeah, and they start feeding off.
Oh,
each
yeah.
other.
Well, the thing is going to be interesting is I just thought about this is
Oh, God.
when I didn't think about this at all, but you're going to have them together. So usually when we have them together, it's for a limited time.
Right, yeah.
5
All right,
hours
everyone's
at the
going
most.
home.
And now you guys are getting a little freaking crazy here.
Yep.
We're going to head home. Everyone's going to go to bed. We're going to be in a house
Yeah.
together
Yeah,
for 5 days.
yeah.
It's gonna get nuts.
Yeah, it's gonna
We
get
had our
nuts.
first sleepover.
It's going to be crazy.
Just the other weekend, we had our first sleepover, and it's
At
the
your
same
house?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, yeah. They had well, we had because we're got that little community going on there.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of kids, and I mean they come over at my house. It's fine. Everything's
Do
good.
they all do the Walsh Call?
No, they don't.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know if they were.
Let's probably go all night if they knew
That's
it.
that's a Walsh thing.
I got
so.
you. I didn't know if it was extended.
Nope.
Not even to friends.
No, you
Gotcha.
gotta-
We won't
you
use it,
gotta- You
don't
got to
worry.
be part of the
Yeah,
family. for
trust
that
me, I
Yeah, we
won't
get
do it.
But yeah, so their one friend spent the night. Mm-hmm. So they were together all day long. They spent the night, and they were majority the next day. By the end of that day, because then we went and did they had some food truck thing in down here in downtown Willoughby.
Oh, yeah.
So I took them with me and did all that, and they were just starting to get just like wild.
Yeah.
And they feed off of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all right.
They get like slap happy. In it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's just like slap happy crazy. It's like, okay, I think you guys need some apart time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like 5 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the thing is, we were talking to. It's like, okay, so we might want to break off, and like somebody else will be like, hey, I want to do this today, or you guys want to go to this park, but we're gonna just chill here at the house, or just do something around here while you guys go to this park. Or so like,
Yeah.
we're gonna do it so where it's like we don't feel obligated to make sure that we're all together at every
Right.
single moment of the day, which would probably be good now that I think about it, to split off at times.
Yeah, probably. Well,
I
because
think
like for
with-
example, we really like my wife and I are both into Star Wars.
So you guys
And,
want to
like
do that
you
one for
guys
sure.
really aren't that much, and so at Hollywood Studios, that's where all the Star Wars stuff.
I love Star Wars. Liz could give
I know you like it,
zero
yeah.
shits
Right.
about Star Wars. So and neither could the kids. So it's like, you
Right.
know what? That's fine. I don't care if we don't go there.
Right.
Um,
But you know
But yeah,
what's
you guys
cool
are
about
definitely-
Hollywood Studios though is like you'll just walk around and all of a sudden stormtroopers just like show
so I
up
saw
out of
I saw a
nowhere.
video of that. Did you
And
see
they
that?
start marching
You see the
through.
video where that little girl's dressed up like Rey,
No.
and they have like the whole like all the
Oh,
stormtroopers
yeah,
are
yeah,
marching
yeah,
towards
yeah.
her,
Yeah,
and they
yeah, I
like
did
stop
see
in
that.
front of her. Like
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
freaking awesome. That
Dude,
little
that's
girl,
amazing,
like,
yeah.
that's really cool.
That is cool.
I mean, the place is amazing. So, did you go as a kid?
No, I did not.
So I didn't either. The first time I ever went to any of those places when I was 19 years old, and it was amazing. The place was just amazing.
Yeah.
Like we saw the whole what's that, Fantasia? Like,
Oh yeah, Fantasia show's awesome.
it was crazy.
It's at Magic Kingdom. Did you guys go to that? So it's like a
Oh, what?
4D.
We did go to Magic
Do you remember
Kingdom,
the
but I didn't
movie
go there.
Fantasia?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a 4D show where like they have like
There's fire everywhere.
there's
There's
fire.
It's
You get
crazy.
sprayed with water and like the seats move and
Okay.
like it's insane.
Yeah,
it was,
there's a
It's
couple
only
other
like a
things like
10-minute
that, too.
it's
show.
quick, and it was really cool. I mean, like just to see the different things there, it was really cool to see. And but like I said, I was 19. And I've told Ian before about this. Like my big thing, my vacation growing up was we went to a campsite every year. It was like a place where we stayed in the cabin, and all of our friends were there, and that was like the most amazing thing to me. Like nothing else mattered. Like I look forward to going there every single year. So it's like it was really cool. And I mean, I wish we would have gone to Disney, but we still had a fucking awesome.
Yeah, but you don't
time
feel
there.
like you missed out.
No.
because you got to do something that was amazing every
And
year.
that was our favorite thing to ever
Yeah.
do.
I used
Like,
to love going camping. Like
yeah,
with
like my dad would
family.
take us camping. We go to, we do that whole campsite thing, and we go to Cedar Point every year. Stay at a hotel. We go to. You guys ever been to
Splash.
forget-
Splash
Water-
Lagoon.
That's not Splash Lagoon. I know the name of this place. I just said it the other day.
Like Kalahari and.
But it's next to Cedar Point.
Sorry.
Anyway, regardless, they have this huge water park next to Cedar Point. So the first night we'd go there, we'd go to that place.
I should probably know the name of that. think
I
it's
should,
in
because I went there every single year.
I thought it was like Splash Lagoon or something.
No, that's something different.
Kings Island.
Oh, that's down
Anyway, we
That
do that.
sounds
We
like
stay-
Cincinnati. Yeah.
But they got a few water parks out there because that's
Splash
what we
something.
do. That's what we do for their birthdays. Because the
Oh, that's
last
cool.
last thing we want is get them more toys that just
Right.
pile up in our house.
Yep.
So for their birthday, we'll take
gonna
them
kill
to
me.
like we take them to Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah.
And then now that they're getting a little bit bigger, like we do Kalahari or
Yeah.
Great Wolf, whichever one they want to do. It's
Right.
like it's your birthday, which one you want to go.
I'm excited to do that kind of stuff once.
And
they're a little bit
we did
older.
the Cedar Point one once, and it's smaller, but it was nice.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good dad hack too, though. We started doing that is like saving up for like we're doing this Disney trip. So like
Yeah.
Christmas, we're not gonna do the toys and stuff like that. Like they'll get like one or two things, and then like we're telling family and stuff like that. Hey, we'll take Disney gift cards if you want to get the kids something.
That's a good
like,
idea.
Do Disney gift cards because we're going in April. Like we'll be able to use that for an experience versus recycling toys and
Yeah.
You know,
Well, my brother-in-law's wife had a really cool idea. She got them those those little disposable cameras.
Yeah.
It's like just give them to them and let them take pictures, so you can see Disney from their point of view
Oh,
with
that's a
the
good
with the
idea.
little pictures. And she had she got them like a frame to put all those pictures
Yeah.
in.
Well, that's kind of
I
cool.
was like, that's actually a neat idea.
like that.
It's like experience Disney for their point of view.
Yeah,
Just
from
here's
a
a camera.
5-year-old,
You take a picture
yeah.
of whatever you want.
That's a good idea.
That's a really good idea. I like that.
Good thinking. I like that.
It's definitely another.
Got it.
I love that. So that's cool. Yeah. So we're excited about Disney. We literally booked last week?
Yeah, that was we got together. We finally
Yeah, we've been talking about it for
we
a
were
while.
talking about it. We were like, okay, we're gonna have a meeting. We're gonna get together and get this all booked. We did.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
got it done.
The wives were
Found a cool little house that's like 5 minutes from Disney. It's got it's a Star Wars themed house. Like everything's the different bedrooms are different, different eras of Star Wars, which is pretty cool.
It's a
It's
cool
like
place.
Game room and there's a pool,
Yeah.
private pool and stuff like that. So
there a playground
it's
there?
way cheaper than staying on resort.
Was there a playground at that place? In that resort?
Yeah,
Like in
so there's like a bunch of houses and then there's like a community like playground.
that, your golf
And
course
there's
at
like
all, or
no, not on property.
nearby?
Oh, there's tons of golf courses.
I feel like we should have like a day where like, okay, look, you guys go do your girl thing for a few hours, and then
I mean, look, I'm into.
and then
I'll
maybe
be on your side.
and then maybe one day we
I
could go
don't think
golfing.
it's gonna happen.
Hey, but what if we
I'm
split it up?
definitely on
Though?
your
What if we
side.
could split it up though? Like we'd be like, hey, we're gonna hang out at the house for a few hours while you girls go do
Right.
nail stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what girls do.
I'm on your side, bro.
You guys go shopping. Come on, we do it all the
I'm
time.
telling you, I'm on your side. I'm in. I will have the
You're
argument.
acting like
with
I'm
you.
crazy.
I-
Where's the argument? Is it that crazy that we could leave us with kids for a few hours,
No, I don't think
or
so.
vice versa?
I don't think so.
If we get 9 in,
Just make sure they're alive when they get back.
dude, it's 5 days of.
Listen, I know Chelsea wants to go hard on parks.
All right, well, let me and Brian will go golfing.
Fuck that. I'm coming.
No, you're not. You're not going.
Not anymore.
No, it should be a good time.
No, it will be. It will
We'll see how it goes. You know, it is what it is.
be. We will see. Actually, today I put my vacation request in.
Oh, nice.
Well, not request. I'm not going to be here these days,
Right.
so I'm ready to go.
Nice.
It's official. Though
I like it.
Arizona,
Oh yeah,
we're going to Arizona too.
yeah.
January.
That's a boys' trip though.
What's in Arizona?
So at the end of January is the first major, not major, but it's the first PGA Tour event of the season.
Waste management.
The Waste Management Open in Scottsdale. And my parents live out in Phoenix. So the last 2 years, I've used that as an excuse and gone out there, taken my son with me, and we go out there and he gets to spend some time with my parents, and I go to the golf course and it's fun. Like, so it's not so it's a golf tournament, but throughout the weekend, there's 250,000 people there. And
They could care less
more
about
than
golf.
half of them don't know that there's golf going on.
Oh, geez.
It's like a huge
it's
party.
Insane. It's a huge party. Like all the college campuses, like are on their like winter breaks, or just getting back to school, and they take tour buses and like 7 a.m. These kids are getting off the bus and like they're partying.
So you're out there, you got college kids trying to do belly shots. on
100%, 100%. Like there's like this
and then Ian's,
strip.
we're just gonna be like looking for naps. Like, what time is it?
But it's an insane golf tournament. To be fair, I've never been to another golf tournament.
I've never been to.
Like I like golf, but I'm not like that into it. But this is a really good time. Scottsdale so it's also Super Bowl weekend. So it's nice. Like on Sunday is the championship round, and because of the time difference and everything, like you can go on Sunday and see most of the championship round, and then go back and watch the Super Bowl. Pretty awesome.
This will be awesome because we're gonna be. So I'm leaving on Monday to come home.
Right.
Monday afternoon. So it's gonna be sweet to be like.
Right.
This will be the first time in my life that I have the Monday after the Super Bowl off.
Really?
I've never taken that day off before.
It's a good day to have off.
So I'll be like, really been enjoying myself.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Be cool if like you're a Browns fan.
Oh yeah.
See a shirt?
I did.
Well, I mean,
It's
come
amazing.
It is an amazing shirt. I just wanted everybody to shut the hell up when this all started. About we're going to the Super Bowl, we're doing this.
Yeah.
I'm like, just ease up.
There's still
We
a
have a-
chance.
There was no, hey. I'm not saying anything. And I've had this conversation with this guy
Unlike
I work
the
with.
frickin' tribe.
Don't even get me started. But dude, I was trying to talk about my prediction about the Browns. This guy I work with, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm gonna say 500. So
I said 9-7.
You did.
Yeah.
And I said, he's like, you're a pessimist. I'm like, yes, I am. But I'm also a realist because I think that we have a very tough schedule to start with. It gets a little easier. Go ahead.
By the way, so Sunday, the Sunday night game against the Rams, Raj and I went to the game.
Yeah.
And that was the payout for last year's bet. So he bet me last year that they were going to go at least 8-8.
Yeah.
I said, there's no chance. Remember, we're going off at 0-16. I said, there's no chance. So we went 7-8-1. So I won the bet. And so, yeah, barely, but I won the bet.
It was
So-
amazing, man. That was hilarious.
So the bet was originally for season tickets for this year. And like a few games into the season, we both kind of backed down and said, all right, let's just do one primetime, like a good game. We'll have fun. We'll go all out, whatever. So we did it, and that was the payout. Well, we never like put a bet in place prior to this season as like a for this season. So, but before the game, we were 1-1, and we agreed. I had said originally 9-7, so he said 8-8.
Okay.
So
you guys made another bet?
we made another bet for next year, and I got.
Is it going
I
to be
got
season
the
tickets
over.
this year?
No, it's the same thing. We
Okay,
said same
game.
thing. We'll do a primetime game. We'll go all out. So
I
this
think
year
they're gonna
I
get it
have the over this year. So last year I had the under. This year I have the over.
Okay.
I think they'll be over 500.
I hope they are.
hope
I
so.
really hope so. I just
It was
I
an expensive
think they'll get
night.
it together. They just have to work things out.
Yeah.
Baker needs to
Figure his shit out.
Like he looks scared back there.
Dude, he does. He looks like Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
Like remember Colt McCoy get the ball, and as soon as he touched the ball, he was running for his life instantly. And you know what? He's already as soon as he gets the ball, he's off and running.
What people aren't bringing up though is that
Our offensive line is garbage.
people are bringing that.
Well, no, they are bringing that up, but
and
you know
look
what
at the
everybody said though.
But it's a different offense.
But it is a different offense completely. But they said they're like, oh, well, our offense. Everybody's like, well, we don't have an offensive line. We don't have an offensive line, which is very true. And then people are like, well, it doesn't matter because Baker makes our offensive line that much better. It's like, yeah, but you still need a fucking offensive line because, I mean, look at
These guys
the
just need
Chiefs.
to play a little bit together. You know
You
what?
have-
The
okay, so-
Colts last year started out 1-5.
Hey.
And they made the playoffs.
Hey, New England started off 1-2 last year.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl. I don't think we are.
I don't either.
I think we might make the playoffs.
That was my prediction. I say we at least make the playoffs. I think we have what it takes to win this division.
For sure. But
Well, it got
Also-
easier with
I
Pittsburgh.
don't have us going to the Super Bowl.
no.
No.
And if you do, come on. Come on.
You know what, though? You know what I'm excited about? Is that it's fun to be a Browns fan again.
It is, but you know what sucks is like after week one.
Oh, yeah.
That whole week afterwards
Oh, yeah,
was
it was
miserable.
rough.
And even after we won, I was still like, game was kind of shitty.
Yeah.
And then last week, you're like, I didn't think
tell you
we were,
what,
I
though.
didn't think we were gonna win last week, but when we had that chance to,
Yeah.
that was so disappointing.
For the
That
rest of this
final
year,
drive-
I'm done going to games. Tell you that much.
The worst part
you've
was
been to 2.
I've been to 2, and we're 0-2 in those games.
Stop going.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm done.
But the part that blew my mind is like that second week when we won. And it's just like that was a garbage team out there.
Yeah.
It's like the only reason we won is because they're so bad.
They're so bad. And we didn't.
But then, like last week, if you really take a step back and look at it, we were playing the NFC champions,
we were.
and we had a chance to win the game.
We had a chance to. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, we did-
offense didn't do was.
Yeah, they were bad. They had a
but
couple
the
good
defense.
drives. but other
Defense
than
to hold them.
that- defense with 5 starters being out.
That's another thing.
Looks like
The amount of
great.
injuries we have. Hey, you
was
know
amazing.
what? Get Hollywood back in there. Hollywood's
Yeah,
like
I think
Hollywood
that's the
is
key,
like
man.
Baker's.
Get Higgins back.
It's like his.
Well,
It's
they
like a
have
safety.
chemistry.
It's like a safety
They have
blanket.
that
Like you know what I mean? He's
chemistry.
like his go-to. Like he's
Yeah.
always like it seemed like last year he was always open,
Yeah,
and it was his go-to. You know, couldn't find Landry. Hollywood Higgins is
Right.
open.
Yep.
I mean, dude, it was. So get him back. I think there's only one. Who is it? So there's only one person confirmed out for this week. The rest are
yeah. The right tackle.
Regardless.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
But anyway, but everybody's game
Yeah.
some few
We
game
should
time
be okay.
decisions, and we should be
Yeah,
getting
they're-
back here.
They're all questionable, so we can't.
Right.
Except
You
for,
just
a
don't
a little
know
questionable,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
We got got Randall the safety for sure in, and everyone else is questionable.
Right.
So we'll see, we'll see.
We'll see.
And then, like you said before, the Indians just don't even.
I don't know what I'm talking
Da,
about.
da, 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 da. Can't even
Too
beat one of the
soon.
worst teams in the freaking
Too soon.
leagues. Come on, man. You were set up. You were set up.
Mm.
Okay. Anyway, so we covered everything except for.
Proud dad moment. All right, so
Give
another
proud dad
segment
moment.
we do is a proud dad moment, as you know.
Yeah.
What do you got for us?
Yeah. What do you have?
Well, there's actually a couple ththings that make me proud about my kids.
Good.
Because you know how crazy kids can be, like in a house, they don't listen, isn't it? And then every time they are at someone else's house, even like in our new development, they go over to their friends. It's like, how was it? It's like, oh, they were great. They listened. They did everything. I was just like,
That's awesome.
man. It's like,
I never
that
think
makes me
about that
so
stuff.
like, you know, it's like, because I worry about that.
Yeah.
It's like, do you guys act like this at other people's houses? Because I'd be so embarrassed if you did this at someone else's house when I wasn't there.
Right.
Even if I was there.
Right, right, yeah.
But yeah, like, and then everyone's like, no, they were great. We'll go over to my mother-in-law's house, and when the boys are there, and then they'll start getting a little bit crazy, and Grandma will be like, oh, don't start acting like that just because your mom got here. It's like, you've been good all day. And it's just like, oh, well, at least they are well behaved when we're not around. But yeah.
And it's funny too because I tell my wife that all the time. I'm like, these two are little assholes when they're at home, but whenever they go anywhere in public, they're great. I have people come up to me like, your boys are so well behaved. We'll be like out to dinner or something. Like, I cannot believe how well behaved they are. Like, this is we've had it on several occasions. I'm like, really? Well, sometimes they'll come up to us like at the
You
beginning of
should
dinner. I'm
see
like,
us
it's
at home.
early. It's early. Give us another hour. See what
right.
happens. I'm like, but they're great in public.
But yeah,
when at home,
that's something that makes me so proud. I was like, oh,
That's-
well, at least
yeah.
and that's
at least
huge.
they know when.
I
to,
never, like, just now when you said that, I started thinking about that. Because, like, you know, my son is 4 and a half. Well, he just turned 4 over the summer. And so, like, he doesn't really go over the neighbors' houses or anything like that yet. And I never really thought about, like, that part of it. Like, there's going to be a point where he's like, hey, I'm going over
so-and-so's house down the street.
And I'm gonna be like, okay, cool, but how is he gonna? Because I've seen him be amazing and like well mannered and everything
I
else.
think
but
it
I've
depends
also
on-
seen him be the terror that I know he can be, and that's kind of terrifying. So that's really cool though that you
because
get
you know his bad side. It's
Right.
Like, does
Oh,
that
Well, you
come
know
out?
it. You know it better than anybody.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I think about that too because, like you said, like my kids haven't like left to be like, "Hey, I'm going down the street." Okay, it's like,
Right.
okay, see ya. But I think about like my neighborhood growing up, and like I was very well behaved over other people's houses, but my one friend, Nick. So I grew up with this kid, and he knew he would never do anything at my house. Like
Guy's the best.
he's amazing. This kid's crazy. Let me just give you a couple stories real quick. I'll try to be quick, but he was a bad influence, I guess. Like he didn't give a shit. Like he was like, if we were gonna do anything bad, it was gonna be at his house. So the one time we were really little, he was like, we're gonna make some magic potion and we're gonna put it in my dad's new lawnmower. I'm like, okay.
Oh no.
So we made we put like dish soap and a bunch of stuff in like this bottle, and then we dumped it into the gas tank. And I thought, and his dad was gonna murder us. It was like a brand new Toro like riding lawnmower. Another time he's like, all right. He goes, I got an idea. I'm like, all right. So we get this big bottle thing of baby powder, and we throw it in the vent. In his room, and so when the heat kicks on, it shoots up in the air, and then we had like an oscillating fan on the dresser, so it'd blow up in the air, and then the fan would like blow it all over the room. I'm just thinking all this stuff now.
That's amazing.
And then remember the one time
This guy's a cop, by the way.
he's a cop now, yeah. Guy's a cop.
He's a cop.
He's a cop.
Don't spit that cop's burger.
You guys don't spit in it? Don't spit in that cop's burger. Another time we had one of those like Fisher Price turntable, like the record player. He had bleach, and he poured it on top of it, and he turned it on, and he just sprayed it all over his carpet. He had a blue carpet in his room. That thing was just pink when we were done. I'm telling you, the stuff we did at his house was terrible. But we never did it at my house. Like, he'd come to my mom's house, and he would never... I would just do it at his house because, like, he was doing it, so I'm just going to join in.
Probably fine.
Man.
Oh, dude. So hopefully your kids don't have a friend like Nick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes.
I think about all those great times.
Man.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So hopefully, like you said, proud dad moment. Your
Yep.
kid's good when he's at
Yep.
other friends' houses or out in public.
Yep.
So you know what? It sucks when they're being little dickheads at your house.
Yeah.
But as long as they're good in public, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'll
you
take
know
that.
they're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if they could behave and be quiet and be respectful, then I'll take that any day of the week.
100%.
Because sometimes you start wondering if they can be.
Right.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
like,
100%.
it's like,
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can behave. Like,
Right.
It's like, how are you?
you guys get so crazy.
Yeah, it's like, why are you doing this to me right
Yeah.
now? Man, I could go on. My
Yep.
kid's only 3.
Yeah. Right.
3 and 2.
Right.
It's like, I can't even imagine.
Yep.
So
Kids are a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
they definitely test
Yeah, high
you.
highs and low lows.
They'll test the shit out of you.
Yep. And then
So-
they'll go and do something like my son. He'll every once in a while he'll just drop something witty that you're not expecting that just makes you laugh. Like today, we went over to the sister-in-law's and we were watching a movie, eating pizza. They were making like tie-dye shirts or whatever.
Yeah.
And she showed a video. Like they were, I don't even know where they're at, but they had like that the Hogwarts hat.
Yeah.
Like the one that tells you what house you're
Yeah.
in.
The sorting hat.
Okay, I'm don't know that much about it, but they put it on, and he's like, "Oh, is it telling you what house you're in?" It's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh, what house?" And he just rattles off our actual address. And it's just
That's
like-
amazing.
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, all right."
Like,
All right,
okay, well, you
then.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Well, there you go. Good job.
It's funny, man.
Walsh Call.
That is awesome.
That's cool. Yeah. All right, man. What else you got for us? You got anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to?
Can you do me a favor
Yeah.
before we do that?
Yeah.
Can you explain the infinity bottle?
Oh,
Because I feel like that's important to what we're doing.
You're right.
our infinity bottle. Well,
So
Wanna
let's go
grab that
back to
first, Billy?
bourbon.
yeah, Bill and I started this infinity bottle, and what it is
Thank you, sir.
you can obviously see it started out as an Angel Envy bottle. I put my own little touch on it. Got a little sticker to slap on there.
I love that sticker.
And,
BFM.
yeah. So when you get down to the bottom of a bottle, you don't finish it. You leave. I mean, we don't do exact measurements. You could if you wanted to be whatever.
Shot or two.
Yeah, a couple shots. You put in the bottle, and you leave it. So and then your next bourbon, as long as you like it, the only thing goes in there is what
Gotta be
you
something
like.
good.
Something
you like.
good. Yeah,
Right.
something you like. You get it down to the last couple shots. You put it in the infinity bottle. You just keep doing that with every bourbon you get.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, don't put it in there. You like it, put it in there till you fill it up. And at that point, your next bottle after that, you take a couple shots of the infinity bottle, and then you replace
Once
it
it's
with your
full?
next bottle. Yeah, once it's
Once it's
full.
full,
You
yeah.
don't touch it until it's full. Once
Gotcha.
it's full, then you can partake.
Gotcha.
But you have to replace what you take out. So you have to have another bourbon to put in.
Gotcha.
So at that point, I mean, I guess that's where the infinity part comes in. It's like
Right.
this bottle will always,
Always
be
be
full.
full.
It'll never be empty.
That is so
I like that. So it's like a blend of your bourbons that you enjoy.
It is, and what makes it even more exciting, which I totally wasn't expecting, is I wouldn't even call it a blend. It's like a layering of bourbons.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put
when
it,
you
too.
drink it, you don't even like it's so weird, like the waves of flavors that you get.
Yeah.
And you can even sometimes pick out the different ones. You'd be like, oh wow, yeah, I remember putting that one in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's my there's that barrel strength bullet that we put in. There's there's that maple.
Yeah.
And it's like it'll be like seconds later. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's another flavor.
And it's so true too, because like when we tried it,
Yeah, we got to try.
so we
it
get to try it,
before
which is
this.
awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you guys, by the way, for letting us try that. And it's funny too, because like you said, it's in layers. So it's like you take a sip, and then it's like, okay, I could taste that maple, and then you're like, okay, like Ian said, he's like, I don't know, it doesn't really have that like burn, like that.
Yeah, I wanted
the
a
high
little more proof to it.
Takes like 3 sips later, and then he's like,
Oh shit!
okay,
I got
it.
I
There
got
it is.
some.
I got it. Like, and it's like
Yeah,
as you take
yeah.
your sip, you could taste different layers of it, and it's like, okay, I could taste a little bit of the maple, I could taste a little bit of this and that, and it's like a little burn, and it's smooth. It's really cool, and I think
Yeah.
we should definitely
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
do this, because it's gonna be
We're gonna do it.
awesome. So
Yeah, that is
I gotta
so
design a
much better
cool
than I
label
expected
like
to
you
be.
guys did.
Oh, I
know, that's
I
great.
picked that up off like an eBay's or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Etsy, who knows where I got it, but
such a cool
found it
bottle.
online.
Yeah. I mean,
Poor man's Pappy.
Bill fucking Murray.
Bill
Love it.
fucking Murray. By the way, that movie's number 2's coming out. I don't know if you guys can see that.
I saw that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good job, Steven.
You guys hurt my back.
Yeah, it's fine.
I gotta stretch. Or go to OsteoStrong.
woman.
Yeah, or go to OsteoStrong.
Maybe I'll have to. Back pains.
All right. Anything you want to shout out?
Besides your infinity bottle, which is awesome. Thank you.
This is your time. We like to give our guests time to plug anything that they want to plug.
If you want to.
Hey,
You don't have to.
I mean, OsteoStrong. Thank you for the
Yeah.
awesome Woodford.
This is
Thank
really
you. Thank
good.
you. This is phenomenal.
yeah.
Really good.
We
Other than
appreciate
That's
that.
all I got.
Okay, so
Hey,
OsteoStrong,
you know what?
thank you very much for sponsoring this episode.
And thanks. Yeah, thank you for coming on, man. And thanks for bringing all your bourbon you brought.
Yeah.
And
Hey, thanks for
infinity
having
bottle.
me.
Thanks for letting us try this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had
It's
a great.
awesome. And giving us a great idea, too.
It was too good to not share.
Yeah, I love
That's
that.
the
That was
thing.
great, man. You come in here.
Dude, isn't that what bourbon's about?
I mean,
too, is
you
just
should-
sharing?
yeah,
you
you
know what I
should-
mean.
One thing it is, because like if you have something that's kind of special to you, it's like, hey, I want you to try this. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
hey, I
Yeah.
got like when you're unicorns or something.
Right,
You know, so it's
right.
like, yeah, I want to bring this out and let you guys try it.
Right.
Because that's what it's
Right.
all about.
Yeah.
So just like keeping
That's
it in
what
the
it was
cupboard.
like when we first tried it. Like, we both looked at each other and we're like, oh my God. It's like,
Yeah.
this is like 100 times
We
better
gotta-
than we ever could have
we gotta
expected
share
it to
this.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm gonna make one, and maybe we'll do a bourbon review on.
Yeah, the
it or
four of us.
something Like
Yeah.
that. You'll bring yours. We'll have ours. Be a good. Time.
I like that idea.
Be a good time.
Book it.
Book it.
Boom.
All right, so let's wrap this up, right?
Let's wrap it up.
Episode 22 of the Talking Dads. Doug Sherman. We won't do it again. Don't do it. I know you want to. I know you want to. Don't do it.
I'll turn my mic off.
Episode 20. Episode 22. If you haven't already, please like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe.
We are on all your favorite podcast channels, whether it's
All.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Apple, and Google.
all that.
We might be on a few more. I don't know.
Check us out on all of them.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So
Whatever
find
your
us,
favorite
take a
one is.
listen, give us some feedback. Let us know what you like, what you dislike. We might not listen to it, but whatever.
We don't really.
In the meantime, we'll be back soon.
They do bourbon reviews too.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
We'll
get
have you,
back
like I
on
said,
the-
like we said, we'll have you two on for bourbon review.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
get our
absolutely.
infinity bottle going. So,
Yeah, that'll be cool.
but everything, do it. Subscribe.
Cool, man.
Listen,
So
check us out.
So that's episode 22 for Steve, for Doug. I'm Ian. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we appreciate your support. That's episode 22. That's a wrap.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Slancha.
Yeah, we're all out.
Stravia.
We'll pour another one. All right. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, if you like what you just heard or watched, please don't be shy. Give us a like, subscribe, follow us on our social media pages, and drop us some comments, literally, about anything. Your support means the world to us and legit keeps us going. And most of all, thank you for all of your support.